Hi guys, welcome back, and I hope all of y'all are doing well. I know before I start this video, I just want to thank you guys. Actually, like literally, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Why? Because I mean, I think you guys read the post yesterday that I put up right on YouTube that I was literally having the worst headache, and I think by now you all know, right? Every result season, just I get that migraine because my screen time goes high, right? I mean, there are so many companies to analyze and everything, and as a result, laptop my screen time goes up like 14-15 hours. Like my screen time in phone is just 1 hour weirdly, and but in just laptop it's like 14-15 hours, because that's the only call of this job. You have to read so much, and सारा reading जो है वो laptop में होता है. That is the only thing, and because of that I get migraine. And I think you probably heard me rant about it so many times in my videos also. But yeah, it was yesterday was just that one such day, where I just couldn't do anything. And when I put up that post and just like looking at the comments, that like all of you all were like telling, like asking me to like get well soon and everything, that just really warmed my heart. So thank you guys so much. It's messages like that, that really pushes me, like get up every day and look forward, to make such videos, just knowing that there is somebody behind. Like although it feels like I'm talking to myself, and I've like never met any one of you, right? Like I've met a couple of you guys here. You guys see me and you like come and talk to me, like. And yeah, if you're in Bangalore or anywhere in the world, and if you see me, and feel free to come and tell hi. I swear I don't bite. But anyways, like just seeing that warmth that I get from you guys, right? Like that pushes me, to like get up every day and make more and create more for you guys. Because like it like I know there is somebody counting on me, to like get up every day to make videos. Somebody is out there. Even if there is one person, like just knowing that somebody is out there listening to what I have to say, and values it, that kind of like really really warms my heart. And just seeing yesterday the kind of love that you guys poured, and the kind of concern that you guys poured on me, like that I don't have the right word, but I think I was just overwhelmed, and I'm just truly truly grateful, I must say. But anyways guys, in today's enough of that. But too much emotion, too much emo stuff. But anyways, we will start. Yeah, I forgot what I had to say. Yeah, we'll be talking about a new company today, and the company's name is called as Dr. Agarwal's Healthcare. Okay, and before I go on to make this video, as you guys know, we are putting up, we are coming up with a live workshop that is going to be just, in the next 4 to 5 days, on Sunday, on 24th of August. And if you guys haven't already registered, right, make sure you register that for the workshop. We're going to be discussing our portfolio, how much we have churned compared to last quarter to this quarter, what has been the changes. And we'll be talking about all the sectors that is there as much as we can, how whatever the sectors that we track, and what are the best players in that sector, what are the worst players in the sector, and giving you an entire opportunity list that is there. So make sure you do register for the workshop. Okay, link is in the description. But anyways, okay, let's talk about Dr. Agarwal's Healthcare. Now when you talk about Dr. Agarwal's, it is a bit different compared to your traditional hospitals that are there. How is it different? If you talk, because most of them provide your oncology treatment, they provide multiple treatments in your hospital. Whereas Dr. Agarwal's Healthcare, it is only for your eyes. आपको जो कुछ भी है आई का प्रॉब्लम, राइट, वेदर इट इज कैटरैक्ट, वेदर इट इज आपको ग्लासेस चाहिए, आपका विजन करेक्ट नहीं है, all of this, everything and anything related to eye, purely an eye related hospital, that is exactly what Dr. Agarwal is. Now अगर आप इसका business को देखते हो ना, इसका अगर आप देखते हो 65% that is there, it comes from by doing surgeries. आपका LASIK, आपका cataract का surgery, all of this, that contributes 65%. And the rest, 13% comes from diagnosis. Like you have an eye pain, you have some eye infection, you just go for a consultation, right? Like that contributes 13%. And the another 13 to 12% comes from that ophthalmology, मतलब आपको वो आपको glasses बनाना, lens बनाना, and all of it, right? And the rest, around 6 to 8% comes from your eye का जो, because whenever you go for a treatment, the doctor will recommend you something, आप उसी hospital से आपका वो pharmacy product लेके आते हो ना, that contributes around 8%. So this is more or less roughly the business model. अगर आप इनका भी geography भी देखते हो, this is a very like South Indian based company, and I was really surprised because naam Agarwal hai na, so I thought they have a lot of prominence in the north of India, but apparently inka 65% of the revenue that is there comes from the southern states. Okay, and the rest around that is there, it comes from the other parts of India, such as northern part, western part, and very little from the eastern part of India. Now अगर आप इसको देखते हो, they as of now, if you look at it, they have 230 facilities. मतलब क्या है 230, इनका वो that standalone clinic type है इनका Dr. Agarwal's का, where you can go get a consultation, get all these things done. Okay, पहला बात करते if you talk about it, the Q1 FY26 numbers. If you look at it, they are a very decent, very good set of numbers. Because अगर आप देखते हो इसका जो sales है, sales is up by 22%. अगर आप इसका PAT का बारे में बात करते हो, PAT grew by 108% and there is no exceptional item or whatsoever. Now if you talk about it, EBITDA margin also, EBITDA margin was last time 26.8% and the upcoming, like as of right now if you see, EBITDA margin is 28.2. पैट मार्जिन भी अगर आप देखते हो, पैट मार्जिन भी लास्ट टाइम 4.4 था, अभी 7.6. सो डू यू सी एवरीथिंग, रेवेन्यू, प्रॉफिट, ईपीएस का अगर आप बात करो, एबिटा मार्जिन बात करो, पैट मार्जिन बात करो, एवरीथिंग इज ग्रेट. द करंट भी अगर आप देखते हो, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट इट, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट अग्रवाल, कैसे ये ज्यादा पैसा बनाते हैं, द मोर नंबर ऑफ पीपल कम हियर डू द सर्जरीज, the more number of people come here, avail the surgeries, and they can increase the price of the surgeries, they will make money. Okay, so if you look at it over here, the number of patients that they have served, last year to this year, it is up by 18%. Double digit volume growth है यहाँ पे, again good. Value growth भी अगर आप बात करते हो अच्छा है यहाँ पे, because if you look at the mix, इसका जो who the patients that come, 61% of the patients are cash patients. Payer mix अगर आप बात करते हो, rest 20%, 30% आप बोल सकते हो from insurance. Now it is very important, right? You have cash and insurance ज़्यादा, because cash में आप readily you can increase the price of your treatment. Similarly with insurance also, within a year or two आपका जो insurance agreement है, depending on that you can increase, whereas with the government you can't. So even you see over here, because of the kind of payer mix that they have, since 60% is coming from cash, उसका ARPOB भी higher है यहाँ पे, right? So occupancy is also great, volume growth is great, ARPOB is great, everything is great. Okay, now let's talk about the other most factor. Now existing उनका, if you take it at 230 facilities है, you will also have to keep adding more facilities now in order for you to continue to do this growth rate. अगर ये भी देखते हो, very great, because they're adding roughly around 50 to 54 facilities every year. Even in this year they plan to add 54 facilities, out of which in Q1 12 facilities are already done. Like उनका एक target है every quarter इतना facilities डालना, so whatever they have guided for they have done. So even if you look at that the number of facilities that they're adding, या आप clinics भी बोल सकते हो उसको, that is also उसका अगर आप CAGR देखते हो, it is also 25%, because last time 230 to 240 last time, this year you're adding another 50, that is roughly a 25% CAGR in terms of expansion. Just नया expansion करके ही वहाँ पे 25% मिल रहा है. So right, everything that is there in terms of the checklist that we see, sales growth, operating leverage, margins, both your EBITDA margin as well as a PAT margin, volume growth है, value growth है, आपका जो capex है वो भी है. Agar in terms of demand that we talk, that is also there, because these days if you talk about it, kids also these days require glasses, older people are getting more and more aware about this cataract surgery, LASIK surgeries and various other surgeries that is there. So demand भी अच्छा खासा है, there is no problem. So overall the company अगर आप बात करते हो, company का operations, company का performance, company का trajectory, demand का condition, management का competence, everything is great. There is absolutely no doubt in it, there is no problem. So where does the problem come? Baal mein khal, what they tell, where I don't know if that's the right word or the right sentence. So where does the problem come? The problem comes finally is in terms of valuation, because अगर आप इस company को देखते हो, इसका market cap is around 14,000 odd crore. Okay, and roughly if I tell कि like let's say if I'm being very conservative also, if I tell कि like ये शायद not even conservative, even if I'm being lenient also, if I tell ये साल ये 150 करोड़ का पैट करेगा, and let's say I'm very hyper very pro Dr. Agarwal, and I'm assuming कि like ये यहाँ पे 200 करोड़ भी पैट कर सकता है इस साल. I'm just being very lenient over here. 200 करोड़ करेगा, right? So if I take 150 to 200 करोड़ का पैट this time, the 1 year forward P comes up to 71 to 95. That is where although all the metrics that are good, it is fabulous over here, the fact that for a 25% का growth engine, you have to pay probably 3 to 4 times of your earning, right? 75 to 100 P you'll probably have to pay, 75 to 95 ka P, roughly 3 to 4 times than more than you're earning. That is somewhere I feel very uncomfortable with Dr. Agarwal. Although everything everything is great, the business is great, the metrics are great, there is literally no problem. Just this is what gives me that that ick, that uncomfortableness. मतलब यहाँ पे इस growth rate में, इस valuation में थोड़ा P का re-rating होना बहुत बहुत मुश्किल होता है. And also on the other hand, I know it is not comparable, you can't compare Dr. Agarwal's and Max, because Dr. Agarwal is only like a eye clinic, it works on a clinic based kind of model, versus unlike if you talk about Max, it's a huge capacity जहाँ पे सारा surgeries होते हैं. मतलब it's a completely different unit economics, right? But अगर मैं just for comparison में बात करूँ, like keeping the differences aside in terms of their business model, just if I have to talk about it, even Max मैक्स ऑल्सो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे कम्स इन द सेम पी ना, अल्टीमेटली मैक्स का भी पी शायद इतना ही आता है, 70 to 80, एंड दैट इज लाइक अ 30% का ग्रोथ इंजन, एंड मैक्स इज अ लीडर इन द स्पेस, और मैक्स का कैपेसिटी भाई कोई भी मैच ही नहीं कर सकता, वो यथार्थ कोवाई किम्स nobody is able to match the kind of expansion, the kind of capacity that they're putting up. So if I had to play utna, matlab I would rather play max only na, because max is a much bigger player, वो इतना बड़ा बेस, मतलब 1 लाख करोड़ का मार्केट कैप में वो 30% से ग्रो करते हैं मिनिमम, और ये 14,000 का मार्केट कैप, सेम वैल्यूएशन एंड 25% का ग्रोथ. सो आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड कि like although sometimes I think this is a very good example that everything the company is doing well just because of वो एक metric that is there, like the entire thesis can go haywire over here. So that is what I would say. Let's say if the valuations were at least little bit decent, at least ये शायद 40 का PE में होता, then at least you could have considered it. I think that would be a something to at least like taken a chance on. But saw, I mean, 70 to 100 p, it becomes very very difficult to take it seriously for a 22 to 25% ka growth engine, I would say. You let me know, would you be willing to pay a for a 22 to 25% ka growth engine, for that would you be willing to pay 70 to 90 p? That is something I would like to know, right? And that's that, guys. That's that about today's video. That's about Dr. Agarwal's healthcare. In the next video may all the hospitals that is there, right? Max ka, Apollo, Narayana Hrudayalaya, Artemis, Asarfi, all ये जो पार्ट 2 का हॉस्पिटल है, पार्ट 1 वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन, पार्ट 2 का जो हॉस्पिटल है मैं कर लूंगी, ठीक है? दैट्स इट गाइस, हैव अ ग्रेट इवनिंग, गुड नाइट, बाय.